Hello dear student, myself KM Jha, lecturer VPMP Polytechnic Gandhinagar. Today I am going to demonstrate you the practical 11 from the Advanced Java, which is part of your database connectivity, and for this I am taking Microsoft Access as a database. And today we are going to learn about the type 1 driver by using the JDBC ODBC bridge. And for that the program I have already made here. I have already narrated you regarding this program in the online class. So this is the Java application. You can see here I am highlighting this. This is Java application. For creating this Java program, which we are going to connect along with the MyAccess 2007 I have used here. So better you go with the 2007 only. Here, just a moment, because the things are out of the screen. Yes, I hope it is clear to everyone now. So here we have created a class demo, and before I proceed to the program, you just need to remember one thing. If you are going to add SQL features inside your Java program, then it is mandatory to use the java.sql.star features inside the Java program. So you have to import java.sql.star in your program, because you are going to access the basic features of SQL. Why SQL? Because SQL is a language that we are using in database. You can see here this is basic SQL language. Select star from demo. So these are basic SQL statements that we are using. We have added, embedded inside the Java program. So this is class demo. We imported .sql for using this SQL features inside our Java program. We kept all this inside the try block. In general, if there is any error during this operation, if there is any error which is going to be generated, it is going to be catched by the catch block by using the exception object E, and this is e.print stack trace. If you are getting any error, then we are going to highlight that by using tracing from top to bottom. All the errors are going to be displayed there, and that's why it is exceptional case. If suppose any error generated during this operation, if any error generates, then that error is always generated in the try block, and it is going to be catched by the catch block by the exception object E. And if there is any error, then it is going to be displayed by using print stack trace. Why it is stack from top to bottom, and it is going to be traced one by one. Okay, so what we are going to do here, first of all we have opted the JDBC ODBC driver. This is your type 1 driver that we will see where it is, and it is from the company Sun, and that's why the name is Sun. Then JDBC Java database connectivity, open database connectivity. We have opened the connectivity, and this is the name of the type 1 driver, that is JDBC ODBC driver, which we are going to connect along with our database. Name of the database is MyAccess, and once it is created, it is mandatory to it is mandatory to use the database inside this for name function. Here this function is used for using the drivers what we are going to use inside the program. Now we have connected. This is get connection feature. Get connection of what? We are going to connect our JDBC ODBC to the database. This is data source name. So get connection is the feature that we are using to connect our database demo. Name of our database is demo, that I will show you. You just remember database that I am going to use here to connect my Java application along with the database. Name of that database is demo. Okay, and what I am using here, JDBC and ODBC. This is type 1 driver that we have selected here, JDBC ODBC driver. Now we have connected this by using the object con. We have connected. Now this is the create statement of a SQL, and connection is going to be created here. And all the operation is now assigned to the statement S. This statement S is executing the query. Means in database we are creating the statement, and then we are executing that query. So by using the statement s object, we are executing the query. What is that query? Select star from the demo. So we are executing this query inside the database. Okay, and here you can see again there is demo. I have intentionally used here twice demo. This one is your data source name, it means it is your database name, and this one is your table name. You can see here we are always using the SQL statement select star from table, and name of the table is demo. I intentionally use same name both in database as well as in the table name. You can change here, you can write here demo 1 or trial, anything, whatever you are interested. So we are executing the query inside the table demo. Okay. Now what we are actually going to do there, whatever the operations are going to be executed inside the table, it is going to be stored in RS. This is result set. So this execution of query is stored in the object RS from the result set. And how it is going to be stored? One by one. This is SOP statement. We are going to display the first field and second field. You can see here result set dot get int and result set dot get string. Get string and get int means we are trying to access the first field, that is, it might be, you can assume that, or it might be it is actually there. The first field is integer and the second field is string. You can add the other indexes or fields also there. So first field is integer, I have mentioned their ID, and second field is my name, and that's why it is get string. So you can assume this as a field name, field number. This is first field and this is second field. You can add more also according to, if you are interested, you can add. This is the basic demo program. So this is your field 1 and this is your field 2, and in the field 1 there is integer value and in the field 2 there is string value, and that's why the name is get string and get int. And where we are storing that, it is going to be accessed by the result set, and one by one it is going to be stored in that result set until the last value or the last record is executed. So that's why here it is written while rs dot next. It means next record till the last record is executed, the things are going to be happen and stored inside the result set RS, and once the last record is executed, the connection is going to be closed. Then after, once the last record is executed, the loop is disconnected, loop comes out of that, and after that we are closing the connection. Here we have closed the connection by using this command con. This is from the connection. Now we have closed the connection, okay, because all the execution is completed and now we are out of that loop, and once we are out of the loop we have to close the connection. And during this whole trying process, it means during this whole operation, if there is any error generated, that is going to be catched by this catch block. Okay, now we will see MS Access, where I have created this demo database. You can see here, this is my table that I have created here. This is my table demo, and name of the database is demo. Name of the database is also demo. I intentionally kept it. Okay, so this is demo and the name of the table is also demo. And here there is two field ID. As I said, the first is integer and the second is string. So ID and name, and here I kept two records access for ID 1, 2, and name is XX and YY. That you will see once I execute this. So this is your MS Access. Name of the table is demo. Name of the table is demo. Name of the database is demo. And these are two field ID and name, and these are two records, one XX and two YY. Now we will go to our JDBC ODBC bridge. Here you can see, once you come inside the control panel, you will get this administrative tools, and inside the administrative tool you will get this ODBC bridge. You just click on here. Here you will have to, you can see here I have already created the demo. This is demo that I have already created. How you are going to create that I will tell you. First of all, you go here, add. Then in add you need to add this one, Microsoft Access driver, this one, and then finish. This is the type 1 driver from the Microsoft Access and JDBC ODBC bridge that we are actually trying to connect along with our MS Access. You can see this is the driver that I am going to add, so we can fetch or the data from the MS Access as it is the driver from the MS Access. Okay, now finish. It is mandatory to use this. This is the driver that we are going to add to connect our Java application along with the MS Access. This is your type 1 driver. Finish. Now data source name, as I said, I mentioned their demo, so I'm writing here the new name that you can write there. This is new name, it is not in your program. Here you can write the data source name, that is your database name. Okay, that you have to write, then okay. You can see here this is created. Now how you are going to select that? As I have created demo, so select the demo and then go to configure, select, and then this demo we have already created. You might have remembered that in Microsoft Access I created a database name demo, and that demo I am selecting okay. Now okay. This is a driver, JDBC ODBC driver that I have added there. Okay. Now what I need to do, now I need to execute this. You can see here the output also. What I have done, java c demo.java. You can see the name of the file is demo.java. So I have compiled this. Now I need to run this. You can see here ID and this is name, two field. First one is get ID. Through the get ID you fetch the ID, that is this one. This is ID, and second string is your name. Second index or field name is your name. So this is how you have you are getting this name, and these are two records that you have kept inside the database XX and YY, you might have remembered. So this is how we are connecting our Java application to Microsoft Access by using JDBC ODBC bridge. I hope it is clear to everyone. In case of any query, you can call me or you can ask me. Thank you again for watching this episode of, or you can say, the database connectivity of Java application along with the database by using the JDBC ODBC driver. Thank you again.